It's the NFL on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Jerry Jeudy. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Browns and the Dolphins on Sunday Night Primetime.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Thanks for having us in. Chill in the air. Folks are bundled in the seats and on the field, like Tirico, Greg Olson. A bit warmer up here in the booth. These cold weather games, Greg, always interesting to watch how it impacts the players down on the field.
Absolutely, and these nights are kind of tricky, Mike, right? It's how much do you want to spend preparing for it, thinking about it, and really letting it almost become like a mental factor leading into the game. But you also have to be prepared.
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
One thing that was pretty evident when we had a chance to talk to him, Mike, is this guy, he just wasn't satisfied with his individual performance. They came away with the win, and that was great. But one area that seems to continue to hold him back is that he's predetermining where he goes with the ball. Not only did it lead to the 2 interceptions, but it leads to some missed opportunities as the play unfolds. He could have had more touchdown output if he would have just gotten off that first read and found the open man. He got away with it last week. He doesn't want to make a habit of trying to get away with it every week. He needs to clean that up, especially if he wants to come away with a win here today.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now the former Texas A&M Aggie. Here's Devon Achane. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Crochet to return it. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the former #1 overall pick back in the 2015 draft, former Heisman winner as well, Jameis Winston.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
1st and 10, and here comes 4. Up the sideline, past midfield. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That's the rookie out of Penn State, Chop Robinson, in for the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
A 2nd down throw for Jameis. That's caught by 4. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Here's Jameis. Open man, and that's Tillman. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Cleveland.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run once more with Ford. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And he's into the end zone. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill heading back on the field. And he has been a big play guy all season. Currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle.
Holding offense.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. 2nd down and 8. Tua gonna give it to Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Catch made there, that's Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
Throwing again, it's Tua. And they're going to get to him and take him down to taken back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Tua. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. And he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Browns offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Ford. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. 3rd down, 3 to go. We'll try and run for the 1st down. It's 4.
Jordan Boyer on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this first quarter of play. Tua now on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Man in motion here is Washington. On 2nd down, Achane. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Back to throw is Tua. And this sequence, not one to build on. He's going to lose yardage on the 3rd down, and quickly it brings up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, they put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tillman, the man in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one.
And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They'll set up the receiver screen with Waddle. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It is a big play, Tua to Tyreek, and even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. Open man, Malik Washington. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A gain there of 17. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Tua to throw again. To the goal line and in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all time, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw, here's Winston. That one on target to Moore.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
This give to Ford, heading right. Down the sideline, past the 45. Give him 14 on that one. It's a Browns first down.
That's good for a. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Ford. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
They'll run with Ford. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Winston to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
On the handoff, Ford. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
A run left side with Ford. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Hill brought in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's to the sideline and pulled in by Smith.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to the reads. They all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense and their running back set to go once more. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive starts with a carry by 4. A short pickup to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38.
Second down throw for Jameis. He'll get this out wide. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. 3rd and long. Throwing, Jameis will try and set up the tight end screen. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's their punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Dolphins offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. This one complete to Washington. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds up past the 35-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Again, it's Tua. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. To the air again, Tagovailoa. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On comes the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. so let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. DeAndre Swift, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Jalen Hurts, another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
2. Kicks off. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll open this drive on the ground with Ford. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Jameis. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's Ford. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd and 11. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Play is made on defense by Jordan Brooks. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Winston. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end Smith. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Hill. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. He'll start at the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Again to Ford on the zone read. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. 3rd down and 9.
It's 3rd and 9.
Winston looking to throw. They'll set up the screen. Here's Judy. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Washington. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Not much happening there. Just a short game. From the gun, here's Tua. And he finds Tyreek. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on
Delay of
3rd
game,
and short.
offense. Still 3rd down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Man in motion here is Washington. Sending it deep for Waddle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A run here right side, and it's 4. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down. Tillman, the man in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
A second down throw for Winston. There's a short throw caught by Njoku.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Cleveland.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them
Delay of game.
5.
Offense. Still first down.
Now a handoff to Ford. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. Now Winston. Here's a screen set up for 4.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Mostert now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Tackle there by Michael Hall. Tua gonna throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. They give it, and it's 4. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They need one right now. 3rd and long. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns getting their punting team out there. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 4 here up to the 24-yard line. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's taken in left side by Smith.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that first down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Winston. That's caught by 4. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Out of the gun, it's Winston. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That is fielded at the 13. And he's going to be brought down after a short return And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
It looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Tua going to give it to Achane, and nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground? This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. 1st and 10, and here comes 4. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
On play action, Winston.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Winston. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The Dolphins offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Here's a give to Achane. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Man in motion here is Washington. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
Now Tua taking off. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Winston to throw. A toss left side caught by his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Winston to throw on 1st down. To the left side, he's got Njoku.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Now on 2nd and long. 4. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. A shotgun. Now a loose football. The Browns have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and a great return for the touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Mostert now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Now it's Tua. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Browns. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a win for the Browns as we say farewell from Cleveland.